I think new media companies have done a better job of connecting to networks of journalists of color. And I think that they've been able to do that because their business models are very social. And because their business models are so social, they really understand the power of, let's say, for example, the African American audience. I can speak towards that. African Americans are really, really powerful on Twitter. I mean, we're heavy, heavy users of that. And so news organizations whose business model is predicated on social, using Twitter all the time, really get there and they see that. And they say, oh, we could easily support, like, these people have platforms, you know. We can promote and retain and attract some of these people as talent. We can develop them and grow them into, because they already have a platform. So that's a large part of what's happening. And I think that new media companies are really, there are a lot of them that have been very good at that. And whereas old media that isn't, you know, that's not as socially savvy, they haven't really had the opportunity to see and understand that. So the use case isn't really there for them. It's like, I think that, you know, since it's largely, those organizations are largely controlled by white men who don't necessarily have a lot of people of color in their social networks. And I don't want to say that this is across the board, because it's certainly not everyone, but for a lot of people that's the case. And so you don't have access to those social networks. You don't know how to break into them. You don't know how to connect with them. You don't know how to hire from them. You don't know who's who, you know, and so it's difficult for those groups to make that happen. And at the same time, it's hard for new media organizations, which are not really about training people to do high impact investigative journalism work. It's hard for those people to transition into those roles that are still now being served by the traditional old media organization. So that's sort of what I mean. Did I answer?